Good evening, everyone. This is the day 18 of MERN series, and today we are going to test our API with the help of the role-based access control. And yesterday we have seen that there is some sort of bug that we have found in our testing and in our implementation as well because of the lack of the time I was not able to explain that, and I was not able to fix that error at that moment. But today I'll show you what that error was and how we can basically debug those things. So, and this is the final video of the role-based access, and today we'll wrap up this topic. That is how we can test our API with the help of the roles. And also we are going to see that if you are not a creator, if there is a user that who is not creator in the database, how they can what they can get in the form of the credit, what they can perform. So let's just start today's video, and let me share my screen. Okay, so today I'll show you the error first, what that error was. So our middleware was accurate at that moment, and we don't need to debug it because it is completely fine. The problem was that when I was as we have noticed that whenever I try to add the creator in the, and whenever I call this access middleware function, it will always ask for a creator. I mean, when I pass creator, it my server gets crashed, and all of a sudden everything is stopped. That is some sort of error that we have found yesterday. And why why it happened? Well, it happened because of this access middleware. Because in the access middleware, I let me show you that error first. I mistakenly added the async function, which I don't need to do that. But if I pass this async, my server will get crashed. You can see that my server is now crashed because of this async function. And if I remove this, now my server has been restarted again. So that is the error only that uh, we got here. And it is fixed though. Now it is work. Now we're going to testing this role-based access today on the Postman. So before going to that, before moving to perform the CRUD, I'll show you the only creator part, that what creator can do. Basically, a creator is can be we can understand it as in he is able to perform the CRUD. Of course, he can delete his books as well. He can patch his books, and he can create his books. But he doesn't he he basically doesn't want the any other users out there who can basically come up in his database and do the misuse of the CRUD. That is why he wants that we can take it as a scenario. That is why he wanted to be a creator, and he wants that other users can only read the books. That is something that we are going to see today. And we are going to also see something. Let me just pass it here. So I'll say, so today's agenda is, let's say, we are going to test the API first with RBAC, that is role-based access. And we are also going to see that if there is a multiple role that uh, and if there are multiple roles, if I pass multiple roles in the access middleware during the call, uh, are we going to perform the are we going to perform the CRUD on that? I mean, will we be able to perform the CRUD based on the multiple roles? So we are going to also see that multiple roles, can they, or let me just write in this way. Let's say, can the multiple roles, can the multiple roles get access to read the books? Because I only want the apart from creator, I only want the rest of the users to only they only should read the book. They're supposed to read the books. That is something we are going to see. So I'll put a question mark here, and we are going to see one more thing, that is creator. Based on creator, will perform create books, create book route, uh, update, will update the book, and delete the book. So this is something we are going to see today. So let me just open my VS Code. Before that, I'll show you that in my post router, which is a creating book router. In here, I have already called this function access middleware. Inside this, I've passed a creator. So we are going to create a book. We don't need to pass anything. Once the user is authenticated, they need to be authorized based on the role. So I'll go to the, let's say, but before that, let me show you the roles of the users first. So this is my Mongo Atlas, and we're going in, we'll say in our database that who is the creator in our database. How many creators are there basically? So Naveen is the creator, and Mahin is the student, and Yukta is the creator. So two creators are present there, and one is the students. And let me just create one more. Uh, Let me register one more user, because I want view all as well, because based on the schema I'll provide the multiple roles here. So I want a view all a user who has this role. So I'll go to the my postman, and I'll say, let me just open this. Yeah, here I'll say Shivani. Shivani can be the username, and Shivani can be the Gmail name, and it is the password that she has. So I'll say Shivani, and role can be a, let's say, view all. And if I hit enter, now I'm successfully able to register here. And we can also see this in our database. If I refresh this, you can see that mine is the student, Yukta is the creator, and Shivani is the viewer. So she can view all why I have provided this role. We'll see this. But till this moment, I want this user Shivani that she can only read the books. So that is something I wanted to that user. So I'll go to the login route, and I'll say I'll log in with her. Let's say 123. If I log in this, let me just check the password. 100 Cool. Me just okay. It is a login. Let me just hit it again. Okay, now I'm successfully able to log in here. Cool. So, but before login with this credential, I need to show you the creator, how a creator can create the books. So I'll move with my username. I'll log in with my credentials. I'll say Naveen 111, and I'll log in with these credentials. Now I'm successfully able to log in here. I'll copy my token, and I'll go to the post route to create a book. So I'll go here, and inside this book, there is a body section. Don't worry, I'll show you one by one. So I'll remove this old token, and I'll paste my current token. Now it is basically authenticated with my token. So every time I create a book, it will be known as the username, my username. So I'll say I'm going to create one book that is, let me just search for a book. Let's say, there is a book called uh, How to Master DSA, and this can be a, let's say, technical book. So I'll say, let's say, logic building, based on logic building. Let me just write it in this way. Yeah, based on based on logic building. Rate can be 10, and let's say the price could be 5,000. So if I hit enter, because I'm the creator, you can see that I am the, in my database, I am also a creator. With my name, there is a creator role. So I'm successfully able to create this book. If I have already hit the enter, you can see that a book has been created with my username and with the user ID. And yeah, I'm able to create the books. But let me just log in. Let me show you that what if a student wanted to create a book, so what they will get. So I'll do that also, and let me show you that. So here I'll go with the, let's say I'll log in again. Well, let's say I'll remove, I don't need this username here. So I'll remove this. I'll go with the Mahin route, and let's say Mahin 111, right? And she doesn't need any role because she has already her role, that is student by default. So I'll log in with this. I'll copy her token. I'll copy the token of Mahin, and I'll go to my, you can see that till this point, till this moment, I have old token here. That is Naveen's token, but I remove that. And now I'll paste the token of Mahin, and we'll try to, let's say Mahin wanted to create a book in my database. So will she be able to do that? So let's do something. So let's say she wanted to create something with this kind of, I mean, she wanted to misuse my database. So it is a fake scenario. So let's just check. Let's say she types something, and if she tries to, or let's take a decent example based on logic building. Let's say she says that React is a logic building book. So I'll say React JS book. There's a book React JS that she wanted to say that she claims that this book is about logic building. And if she wanted to hit the create the book with her token, what happened? Let's see. If I hit enter, you can see that she is getting a message that you are not authorized to access this role. Access with this role, basically. Let me just specify this message. So I'll go to my um, middleware, access middleware. I'll say you are not authorized to access with this role. So I'll get, or let me just get the username as well. So I'll say username, request body username. I'll pass, um, or let me just use the backticks here. So I'll remove this, and I'll remove this. I'll go here, I'll pass the role, current role, and let's test it. Okay. You can see that that is the role of, we're not authorized to access with this role, that is student. Now it is quite readable I increase the readability. Uh, you can see that the student cannot perform the CRUD to create the books, but can they read the books? Well, that is possible, of course, because I have, let's see, if I give the access to them that they can read the books, I'll go to the books router dot get method and I'll say access middleware and I'll pass an array. I'll say student comma, but I also want, okay, let me just first show you that the student can read the books. So let's go to the books router and let me remove this token. I'll pass a new token that is Mine's token. And if I hit enter, okay, this is an old token. So let me log in again. I'll go to the login part. And let me just copy this token again. And I'll go here. I'll pass this role. And if I hit enter, what we'll get? I think there is some sort of error. Let me just check my. Okay, I think, okay, I forgot to pass. I need to pass comma here. If I hit enter again, you can see that it says that token is not found. Why is that? I need to log in again. So let me log in again and let me just copy this token and let me just remove this, and I'll pass this token here. And if I hit enter again, you can see that all books of are found of Mahin, because Mahin is only a reader, but she cannot get the access of read the books. And I've already added a filter in the books router.get based on her user ID. She can only be able to see in her books. And if I remove this, now you can see that she will be able to access the books. She can only read the books or whatever the books has been created by the creator. Uh, and just because I've added the filter, and that is when she won't be able to read her books because she is not the creator logically. So let me uh, do something. Let's say, anyways, it is fine. We can simply just apply the user ID. So I'll comment here. So I'll comment this user ID, add in the add this in the comment this in case if the user want the uh, to see only only your books. That's it. And if I pass one more role, that is, let's say, view all, still she will be able to see the books. Why? Because I allowed this to the view all person who has this role, and the user who has the basically student role. They can basically come up and read the books. I think the video can be very lengthy if I explain the ex and yes, let's come to the but I won't test it because the video can be very long. So I'll explain it. So access middleware, when it comes to patch the books, update the books, only creator should be able to creators supposed to update their books. So I'll pass a creator That's it. We don't need to add anything else here. So I'll go here. I'll pass this here as well. Creator can read the books, creator can delete the books. And let's delete one book so we'll get to know that what is happening here. So I'll go to my delete route and I'll copy. Um, Let me just log in again with the Naveen email password, and I'll do this with the quickly. I'll go to the delete route. I'll go to the headers. I'll simply paste this and I'll take one ID, which is a book of mine. But let's say, okay, so this is the book which I've created. I'll copy the ID and I'll paste this here. And if I hit enter, you can see it says that you are not authorized to access with this role undefined. Why undefined? Let me just check this again. Okay, route is correct. Email and password is also correct. If I pass this in my delete route, I should be able to delete it. Let me just copy my token again. I think the token can be cause the problem. And let's try to delete it. It says that I'm not an authorized person. Okay, let me check it again based on user ID and ID. Okay, so I got it. So initially I stored my user credential as an old user credential in my database, and with that old user ID I have created those books, and that is why it is not allowing me to create that books. So that is something you can figure out, and I'll also add in the comment section in the readme section how it can be solved. So this is how we can get the picture of role-based access, and this part is done of the role-based access today. So if you have any doubts, you can simply just drop off in the comments. I'll would be grateful enough. So yeah, this is it, guys. Have a great week and enjoy.